Hello friends, welcome back to another video tutorial from my channel Dr. Priyojit Chatterjee Life Science. This video I have prepared basically for my undergraduate and postgraduate students. Today we'll talk about cell signaling, one of the important chapter of cell biology. First we will discuss the overview of cell signaling, and secondly we will discuss the types of different signaling molecules and the receptors. All cells, from prokaryotes through fungi, plants and animals, sense and react to stimuli in their environments. The sending cell, it sends the chemical molecules or ligand which binds with the receptor molecules present on the cell membrane of the target cell, and there you can find a response. When there is no receptor for the ligand, the cell is called as non-target cell. Cell signaling is also found in some bacteria. And the name of this signaling procedure in bacteria is called as quorum sensing, which helps the bacteria to proliferate in a particular environment. Cell signaling allows the cells to survive, adapt and function in ways appropriate to the needs of the organism. Most of the signaling molecules are basically hydrophilic molecules, but there are some kinds of molecules which are hydrophobic molecules, signaling molecules. Hydrophobic signaling molecules include steroids, retinoids, thyroxine, etc. They can directly cross the cell membrane and they bind with the cytosolic receptor, and the signaling molecule cytosolic receptor complex then traverse the nuclear membrane and enter into the nucleus. Then they regulate the gene expression. But the hydrophilic molecule which cannot cross the cell membrane, they can bind with the cell surface receptor, and then they generate signal transduction proteins and second messengers. Ultimately, modification of cellular metabolism, function, movement occurs, and the effector protein can migrate within the nucleus. The process of sensing external stimuli and conveying the inherent information to intracellular targets is referred to as cellular signal transduction. Basically what happens, an extracellular signal molecule, which is also called as ligand, it binds a receptor protein on the plasma membrane of a target cell. Then intracellular signaling cascade occurs, which will generate some effector proteins such as metabolic enzyme, gene regulatory protein or cytoskeletal protein. Metabolic enzyme can alter the metabolism process, gene regulatory protein alter the gene expression pattern, and the cytoskeletal protein alter the cell shape or the movement of the cells. Now we will discuss about the concept of second messenger. One type of receptor transmits a signal from its cytoplasmic domain to a nearby enzyme in step 4, which generates a second messenger, that is in step 5, because it brings about affects the cellular response by generating a second messenger. The enzyme responsible is referred to as effector. Second messengers are small substances that typically activate or inactivate specific proteins. Depending on its chemical structure, a second messenger may diffuse through the cytosol or it remain embedded in the lipid bilayer of a cell membrane. Another type of receptor present in the cell membrane transmit a signal by transforming its cytoplasmic domain into a recording station for cellular signaling proteins, that we can find in 4a. Step 4a, proteins interact with another protein or with components of a cellular membrane by means of specific types of interaction domains such as SH3 domain, SRC3 homology domain. Extracellular signal molecules bind to specific receptor proteins. It will bind with the cell surface receptor. Then intracellular signaling pathway will generate. It can alter protein functions within the cytoplasm, and it's a first procedure it alters the cytoplasmic machinery, and ultimately it will change or alter the behavior of a cell. Another way, when the cell surface receptor protein will activate a second messenger molecule which traverse the nuclear membrane, and it will alter the gene expression, and the protein synthesis will also alter, which will change the cytoplasmic machinery and ultimately change the cell behavior. This is a slower process. It can take a few minutes to hours. Now, each cell is programmed to respond to specific combination of extracellular signaling molecules. Basically, when different kinds of stimuli acts on a cell, the cell can survive, it can grow and divide, it can differentiate, and or it can die through means of apoptosis. Different types of cells usually respond differently to the same extracellular signaling molecule, such as acetylcholine is a molecule. The chemical structure of acetylcholine here in heart muscle cell and in salivary gland cell, the receptor for the acetylcholine molecule is similar, but when acetylcholine binds with the receptor protein of the heart muscle cells, the heart muscle cells rate of contraction will decrease. But when the acetylcholine molecules bind with the same kind of receptor found on the salivary gland cells, it will start secretion of the enzymes. But the the receptor for the acetylcholine found in the skeletal muscle cell is completely different from the cardiac muscle cell and the salivary gland cell. When the acetylcholine binds on such kind of receptor on the skeletal muscle cell, it will contract the skeletal muscle cell. So we can say that different types of cells usually respond differently to the same extracellular signaling molecules. Extracellular signaling molecules can act over either short or long distances. Secretory signaling molecules. First one, the signaling cell releases some signaling molecules or ligands. It will bind with the receptor on the target cell. Second one is the contact dependent signaling or membrane bound signaling molecule. Here the signaling cell and the target cell is very close. The signaling molecules bind with the membrane bound receptor on the target cell, and this kind of cell signaling is also called as juxtacrine signaling, and this kind of signaling is mediated by gap junction. Types of cell signaling molecules. There are basically four types of signaling molecules. The first one is the contact dependent. We have already mentioned there is a juxtacrine type of cell signaling. The second one is the paracrine, where the signaling cell releases the local mediator or ligands, and it will bind with the target cell receptor. Third one is the synaptic signaling. Neurotransmitter will release from the presynaptic neuron, and it will acts on the muscle cell or another postsynaptic neuron cell. The fourth one is the endocrine. Endocrine cell which is releases different kinds of hormone. It will enter into the blood, and it will move in distantly target different types of target cells. It will move through the blood, and it will bind to the receptor on the target cells. Another kind of signaling is called as autocrine signaling, which is found in different kinds of immune cells. Here the signaling molecules released from a cell, it will act on the receptor of the same kind of cell. That is, the target cell and the signaling cell will be same. Types of cell signaling receptor molecules. Basically, cell signaling receptors. Basically, there are two types of cell signaling receptor. One is cell surface receptor, and the second one is the intracellular receptor. Cell surface receptor is found on the cell membrane. Hydrophilic signaling molecules bound with the cell surface receptor. And in case of intracellular receptor, small hydrophobic signaling molecule can traverse the cell membrane and it bounds with the carrier protein. It will migrate with the nucleus. Cell surface receptors are again of three kinds: channel-like receptor, enzyme-linked receptor, and G-protein coupled receptor. We will discuss in detail again next video tutorial separately. Thanks for watching the video. If you like it, leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe my channel.